friends, welcome to Art du Jour, Friday, December the 23rd. I have 3 last minute gifts to show you today. All they require is paper and some ribbon, and I think that that is something that most of us have around our house this time of year. So I'm going to show you how to make 3 last minute gifts for those last minute people that just show up. Okay, our first little last minute gift is a matchbook journal, and it looks like this, and it opens like this, and you have a funky cool little journal right here. These are super simple to make. We're starting out with a 3 by 8.5 stack of white paper. I think I've got 10 pieces here. You can use however many pieces of white paper you want. So we're going 3 8.5, and then I'm going to fold those in 2. We also need, for the cover of our book, we need a 3 by 12 piece of either scrapbook paper or cardstock or wrapping paper or packing paper or whatever you want to use. The first thing that we're going to want to do is we kind of try and find the middle of our strip of paper. Okay, I think that's about the middle right there. This is one of those things that you can eyeball. I started trying to measure things out, and I don't like measuring, y'all. I don't know what it is. Nothing that I measure ever turns out right, but if I eyeball it, it usually turns out okay. The first thing that you're going to want to do is kind of snug this paper into your strip. Don't do it in the middle of the strip because we need this to fold up. Alright, so we've got our paper snugged in here. I'm going to punch a couple holes. I need to grab my glasses. Oh, there they are. Geez, that was fast. Alright, we'll punch a couple holes here. We're going to do one and then another one right here. Here we go. Now we need to mark. If you have some sort of heavy duty punch, then that's super cool. I don't have punches, or I don't have any of that stuff. Okay, so we want to punch 2 holes here. And this will be, we'll snug that in there. Alright, so now you've got all your holes done. Alright, now, the next thing that we're going to do is we want to fold this up to make a flap. So we can see that that's a little much to make a flap, but let's go ahead and give that a crease right there, and we'll know where we can cut. And just because I have some of these funky little scissors out, I'm using my my Recollections little shears. Okay, there we go. Now, we have the book made. The next thing that we're going to need to do is to... Scissors. Okay, well, I don't know where my scissors are. Surprise! We're going to put some raffia through here. You can use whatever you want. You can use ribbon or string or twine or embroidery floss, or that pretty baker's twine is really cool for something like this too. Alright, so make us a little bow up here, and there we go, you guys. Now, for a decorative thing you can put on a sticker. I didn't really have stickers, but I thought another kind of cool decorative thing would be to, maybe let's just make a square out of this, and maybe put there we go, put a little Christmas tree on it. That looks kind of nice. And that was easy, and, not something that we had to stress about. Because Lord knows, I think we've all got enough stress this time of year. Particularly if you're a girl. And you really got it. And then I'm just gonna put this on here, like this. Now, do you know, we've got this little tab popping up here, and we can always just kind of tuck that in, like that, All right, there is the Matchbox journal. Super fast, last minute gift. The second little last minute gift that we're going to make is a top fold journal. Basically notebook, notepad, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same thing that we made in our first last minute gift, but it's just folded a tiny bit different. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now for this one, we want to fold at the top. So let's just go ahead and make ourselves a little fold up here. And then again, because I've got some scissors, I'm going to kind of give it a little cool edge. Alright, now we're going to want to snug our signature in. Now, there we go, guys. Now that's what it's going to look like. So we can see what we need to do here, right? We need to make this fold up. Okay, now we can see that it's going to fold up way too far. That's okay. Go ahead and score it right here. And then we're just going to cut some off. I think I'll use these scissors to cut off. Alright, so there we go. We've got that one done. Now we want to go ahead and do the same thing that we did a while ago. But I can see that my paper is a little bit long here, so I'm going to cut the edge off. Sometimes when you're working with paper, especially doing something like this, there's like a 1/4 inch that kind of, or even 1/8 of an inch can kind of things off. Okay, here we go. We fixed it. Everything is fixable, y'all. Don't worry about it. We're just going to do one hole at the top here. So I'm going to grab my hole punch and do one hole right there. I need to do the same thing here. Taking my pencil, tracing a hole, flipping this back. I'll trace a hole here. Alright, now we've got our top thing done. And this slides up right here. Looks really super cool. And I think for this one, I am going to just tie a piece of this vintage ribbon that I found in my ribbon stash. I'm going to pull it through. Let's give it a little bow right there. Now, I don't have any stickers, y'all, so let's pretend that I've got a sticker. There we go. Okay, now that's your little top fold thing. Again, you can do a lot to it. You can, you can even put a little snowman on it if you want. He's kind of cute. I'm going to use him. This came from last year's Christmas cards. I always keep my Christmas cards and I file them by season. So I'll have Christmas cards and Thanksgiving cards and stuff like that. And people send me cards. It's crazy. They'll clean out their card stash and just send me a stack. So I always get to use these beautiful images. Okay, so we've done our matchbox book. Matchbook box, matchbook book journal, and then we've done a top fold. Alright, so the next journal that we're going to do is like a little side fold journal. Very fancy. Alright, y'all, be right back. Okay, guys, this is the third very, very fast last minute gift that I'll show you today. This one is just a side fold journal or notepad or whatever you want to call it. The way that we're going to do this one is we've got a tab right here. So we're just going to fold this in. And then we need to snug in our signature, which we can do right here. Again, I'm just eyeballing this, y'all. Don't get caught up in all that measuring. It's really annoying to me to have to measure things. So when I can kind of eyeball it and sort of get it right. Alright, so we're going to push our signature here. Okay, now same thing. I'm going to snug the signature in, but I know that that's going to be way too much paper. But the way that I want this to work is I want it to fold and then fold that way. So this is coming to the end signature right here. I'm just going to take my fingernail and score that. Cut it just like that. Okay, now that's the basis for our little book. We need to do one hole right up here, so I'll go ahead and do that. I can see, kids sitting around a dining room table doing this, as mom's getting dinner ready or as dad is getting dinner ready, and just having a lot of fun with something like this. You can make the books for your kids or have an older child help, and then the books are pre-made and you can personalize them, do whatever you want to them. Now, the way that this one is tied is a tiny bit tricky, y'all, so let me show that to you. We're gonna, loop through just like we did before. All right, now we want this to fold in. So what I'm gonna do is just take part of the ribbon and loop it around, and then give it a tie. The raffia doesn't work so great for this, but that's okay. I think probably ribbon works a little bit better. And then we're just going to give this a tie at the side. It just makes the cutest little thing. And I think I have some Christmas trees over here, but I can't find them now. Oh, there's one. Okay, so that... we could put just a little Christmas tree right there. Isn't that neato? Alright guys, 3 gifts, 3 last minute gifts that only require paper and ribbon. You can do it. We can get through it. 2 more days. Happy holidays, y'all. Thanks for sticking with me with Art du Jour.